So I've been getting some questions about the definition essay assignment, and I thought I would make a video explainer to see if I can clear things up a little bit. Here are just a few of the books I have about good writing. Each of these books uses a different vocabulary to talk about good writing. They Say, I Say by Gerald Graff and Kathy Berkenstein uses words like meta-commentary, templates, discussions, conversation. In Line by Line, How to Edit Your Own Writing, which I very much recommend, by the way, Claire Kerwald Cook uses phrases like faulty connections and ill-matched partners to talk about writing on the sentence level. Martha Colne and Loretta Gray, who edit rhetorical grammar, use terms like cohesion and rhythm to talk about sentences and sentence-level rhetoric. In The Elements of Academic Style by Eric Heo, we see terms like a materialist theory of writing. What does he mean by materialist? We also see structure and subordination and structural rhythm. What exactly does he mean by that? One of my favorite terms in Eric Heo's work is the uneven U. He spends this whole chapter explaining what the uneven U is and telling you how to write with it in mind. Finally, this is the Recipe Writer's Handbook by Barbara Gibbs Ostman and Jane L. Baker. And in this, they use a really specialized vocabulary, including the head note, the yield, notes and variations, and the recipe method. Each of the books I've just shown you is about good writing, but they all use different vocabularies, different words to talk about it. What I'm asking you to do in your definition essay is to define good writing, yes, but I'm asking you to think of just one word, one phrase about good writing that you'd like to clarify for your reader. As we saw when we read Understanding Rhetoric, when we read that chapter on what rhetoric is, they didn't just say rhetoric is about good writing, right? They defined things for you. They went through and defined the term rhetoric itself. They defined rhetorical terms like ethos, pathos, and logos. They defined kairos for you, as well as other things. So is it your job to define all of good writing? No, that's too big a task. What I'm asking you to do in your definition essay is to focus on one word, one thing about good writing, and to define that. Think about the way these writers have broken up their books by word, by concept, in chapter after chapter. Okay? I'm asking you to write 5 pages on one small thing. What is organization really? What do you mean when you say good grammar? What's grammar anyway? Write about it. Define it. Tell me what it means. If you feel lost for words, so to speak, you can turn to Everyone's an Author. If you open your book to just about any page, there will be terms in yellow highlighting that are in all caps. So on this page, we have reasons, thesis, evidence, counterarguments, credibility. These are words that you could define in your definition essay. So should your essay be about the words good writing? No. But you will have to think about your thoughts on good writing before you choose a term to define in your work. What good writing means to you shapes the language that you use. Your education has also shaped the language that you use to talk about writing. Some people might feel that they don't have a broad vocabulary to use when talking about their work. Others might feel overwhelmed because their prof uses different words than they do. And all of a sudden, what one thing meant in one class, it doesn't mean the same thing now, right? So use this chance to define your terms, to be clear, to clarify things for yourself, to answer questions you may have. And if you still have questions after this video, please contact me.